Paper, paper, paper. When you apply for a mortgage, there is so much paperwork. So in this video, I want to quickly review with you what documents are expected as you prepare for your new to Canada mortgage. There are three major areas on the application that the lender is going to want information on. They're going to want information on your income. They're going to want information on your liabilities and credit history. And then the third thing is they want to verify the source or sources of your down payment money. So to verify income, the lender focuses on your employment status. If you are employed, an employee, then it's very simple. The lender will ask for a copy of your employment letter plus a copy of your most recent pay stub. If there's some variable income like bonuses or commissions, maybe last year's T4 slip, but that will be the main focus of the documentation. If you're self-employed, then it becomes a little bit more complex. The lender will focus on your tax returns. So there will be a request for the two most recent T1 generals and or your notices of assessment to confirm that there are no income taxes owing. Now, if you are a non-resident applying for a mortgage, it gets a little bit more complex. First of all, if you're non-resident and self-employed, there isn't a program available to help you. There is no accommodation for that. However, if you are non-resident and working as an employee, then the lender will look at your application, requesting a letter of employment, a copy of a pay stub, and 6 to 12 months of your bank statements to show the regular deposits of your income and other incomes. There might be stipends, covered living expenses, which are pretty common for expats living outside of the country. The next big item that needs to be addressed is your credit history. So if you are in Canada or have been living in Canada for some time, it's expected that you will have an established credit history, ideally at least for 2 years, that the lender can pull a credit report and see all that information. If you're so new to Canada that you don't have established credit, then the lender will look at alternatives, including requesting a letter from your landlord in Canada to confirm that you've been paying your rent on time, 12 months of your utility bills, maybe a cell phone bill to confirm that you've paid on time. They'll also request 6 to 12 months of bank statements to show that you have sufficient funds in your account, either here in Canada or back home or wherever you're coming from to Canada. It's also worth noting that if you are coming to Canada from the US, mortgage lenders will also request a US credit bureau. And that also applies for other countries like the UK, Australia. And if you're outside of these countries, then lenders will typically request 12 months of bank statements to provide transparency for the transactions that are happening on a regular basis in your account. Lastly, we're going to have to provide information to show where the money is coming from for your down payment. In Canada, we have an Anti-Money Laundering and Terrorism Act that requires mortgage lenders to request at least 90 days of history to show that you have accumulated the savings for your down payment. So typically we will request 90-day or 3 months of bank statements, either from your Canadian account or overseas account. Gifts are permitted in some cases, so you'll have to check in with the lender or broker to determine whether a gift is permitted for new to Canada. But there will be a focus and an expectation on providing transparency as to the source of your down payment money.